Hi, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Happy
Monday.
Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all.
Monday
We have back with us, everybody. Giselle, Barbie
Hi,
Royale is
everybody.
back.
I missed you all.
Yes, we missed you as well. Glad to have you back. You look good.
Well, thank you.
You look good all over.
I've only been resting, so I
You look great.
should look a little rested.
And sometimes that's what we need to do.
You do look
Yeah.
rested and like a little girl.
Yeah. Yes,
Whole
your little
new
plants are
person.
super cute. So we're glad to have Giselle back, but before we get into everything, we just kind of want to get a little backstory on her high heels and high expectations, honey. Because in the creative world, a lot of times over, you're expected to just be tall, lean, and mean, honey. And so Miss Giselle has been in the entertainment industry for several years, and with that, you have had those high heels and high expectations.
Absolutely.
So tell us about your journey.
So, so I did a little research, a little homework on high heels and in their origin. So high heels originated with men. They were designed for men in the 10th century. And it was for them to be able to fit their feet into their stirrups so that they could use it for their bow and arrows so they could sit up straight. And so then it went from that to it being kind of fashionable, and then because they wanted to accentuate their legs and the curves in their calves. And this was all for men. This was fashionable in the 17th centuries. And then it became a sign of wealth. Because if you had horses, that means you had money. So if you had on heels, that means you had horses. So it was a sign that you had money. Then there was later on there were certain people that liked to wear red heels, and that was a sign that you were superior to other people. So now that's why we have like red bottoms. So this was hundreds of years ago, So for me, heels are something that I love, and I've been wearing heels. 16, I've been wearing heels. Like it went from me. I would leave my mom's house and walk to the $10 shoe store, and I would buy me a pair of heels. And over time, I can remember as early as high school me starting to get pain in the
high school
in the bunion area. Absolutely. I think that's when it began to form. And I started to get like really aggravated in that area. But as of recently, I started having a lot of pains in my neck, and my back, and my hips, and in my feet. And I was noticing that I was having a lot of nerve pain in my foot. So I told you the first person. I said, I need to make an appointment with the podiatrist. And so I did that, and they did the X-rays, and he was like, your feet, the way that a normal person's foot is, like the distance is like a normal person is like 10, and mine was like a 22. So he was like,
Girl, that bunion was big.
Yeah. Wow. So I had lapoplasty surgery, which is a new surgery.
Oh my God.
It's not the traditional surgery that your mom or your grandmother gets, like the osteectomy or the bunionectomy, where they go straight to the actual bunion and just shave it off. That's like a quick fix, and your bunion can come back. So now what they do is they do a 3-dimensional surgery where they go in and it's extensive, but they cut the I can't even say it right. The metatarsal bone. Yeah, that's right. The metatarsal bone. They cut it and they put it back together. They take bone out. They put it back together with all this hardware that stays in you for the rest of your life. And then they rotate the bone and put it in its natural state, and then they went in and they cut the damaged nerves and ligaments that were bothering me, and they shaved the bone as well. So they went into my foot in 4 different places.
So that's why you've been out so long.
Yes.
Cheers.
Yes. So yeah.
Like that's like major surgery.
It was
That's a lot of
major,
work.
and let me tell you, it was a lot for me, y'all. It was a lot physically on me, but it was a lot mentally on me because I wasn't able to do for myself, And I don't want to cry, not at all.
You're not gonna cry. So before you cry, we actually have a video.
Okay, show the video.
We got you. So that way we can all see.
It's been a lot.
What you've been through, and what some of us may need to go through.
Yeah. Yes. So this is what. This is exactly what they did.
Peel back like a potato.
Yeah.
With the forks.
With the forks. Wow.
Yeah. And see, this is like a normal one because I think they're going to only go in 2 different spots here. But in mine, they went in 4 different. So.
Oh, wow. Oh. So yours won't come back then?
Okay, so they went in 3 on here. My 4th incision is right.
Oh, so they clamp it. Oh, okay. So, oof.
So they shave that
it's
part
almost
too?
like a break.
So that's like, oh yeah, they
like
break it. Yeah. So that was like a really PG version of it. That if you go on YouTube, there are some live action videos of what they do. But I did it because I need to be comfortable when I'm out and about and when I'm working.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many people in our industries that put this off and they prolong it, and then that's when arthritis sets in, and then when arthritis sets in, then it makes it very difficult to have the surgery. Some people, once they get arthritis, they can't even have the surgery anymore. And so, I just want to encourage anybody that has bunions, if you have the money or the resources to be able to have the surgery done, get it done now. You know, I would rather sit down for a couple of weeks and correct something than to wait down the line and I have to pay for it. Yeah. And plus, I want to wear my heels. Like, I want to wear my shoes. I want to be one of those old people that can still wear heels at 60 and 70 years old.
And you a workaholic.
Yeah, I am. And it was really beginning to affect me, though. Yeah. Like, it was getting to the point where if I wore heels for a couple of hours, by the time I got home, my hips were on fire. My knees were on fire. Everything was just on fire. And I was like, oh, I got to do something about this. And, you know, I think I am going to bring it down a little bit. I might do the 100 mm's now.
Oh, you're going to get out to 120?
Okay.
Bring it, yes,
Praise
come
God.
down.
Yes, you still be just as fabulous. So we look forward to it.
Yeah, I'll bring it down some.
And it'll probably be a different fit for you now.
Yeah, it will be. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it will be. So when I did my first post-op thing, the first thing he said was, "We have to do the other foot," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah,
well, you knew that.
I knew that already."
Yeah.
You know,
but you just couldn't do it together.
Oh no, they would not do it together, and I wish I could have, but no, they wouldn't do it together. So I'm glad now that I was able to understand what the surgery is and just the mental of it. Because like I said, I'm glad we broke it up with that video because I'm okay now. But you know, having to depend on people, I'm not used to that. I'm used to being able to do for myself, come and go as I please, and I wasn't able to do that. I had to have someone's assistance to do everything. And I literally sat on the sofa for 2 weeks, and these ladies, some of the ladies came and saw me, and sat with me while I was miserable. But I'm glad I didn't get like bed sores or anything.
Oh,
like
stop it!
Not for a week.
You're a queen perched up on a throne, having people tend to you as you would like anyway, as we all would like at some point. So we're glad to have you back.
Yeah, I'm glad to.
Look forward to you stepping into a new future.
Yeah. We need to get some video on her that scooter.
Yes.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta see me on my scooter. We gotta do a TikTok or something with my scooter.
Yes.
But I'm happy to be back halfway independently, and I'm ready to just give my point of view. I've been watching you ladies on the show. I've been watching the lives. I've been watching everything. One day, I think it was with Bill Cosby. Oh, I wanted to, if I would have had my scooter, I would have came. I had so much to say. I was like, ooh, I want somebody to come and carry me to this job right now. So I missed out on some good stuff, but I think it'll resurface.
It will.
Yeah.
Well, the whole gang will be back tomorrow. Miss Kaya is still out, and so she'll be back tomorrow. We'll be able to get into all the juiciness, but we wanted to make sure we welcome back Giselle. We're so happy to have you with us, and we look forward to hearing all of your point of view. And in just a few moments, we're going to get into what's brewing. On Sunday, President Biden declared that an emergency exists in the state of Florida, and Florida's governor has declared a state of emergency due to tropical storm ELSA. So we do have hurricane season. We're right in the middle of it, and we're possibly going to be catching a storm.
It's good that it downgraded, though, to just a thunderstorm. For me, I'm always really kind of scary. Not scary, but I have it from both ends. So I have the hurricanes here, and then I think about back home when it hits Jamaica, because we can't stand up to anything. It'll just pummel us. But thank God it didn't. It's here in Florida, where we are in Altamont Springs, they're giving out sandbags. So, I mean, that goes to the state of Florida. If you have low-lying areas that you live, you want to make sure to protect your property. But right now, it's downgraded to just a thunderstorm.
A tropical
storm.
And so with that, there are possibility of 15 inches of rain that will be hitting Cuba, Haiti, and Jamaica. Coming up on Monday, it's going to be hitting Florida. So over the weekend, we have to just keep our thoughts and prayers with the people of the islands, especially Cuba, Jamaica, and Haiti, and Dominican Republic, in making sure that, hopefully we can get past this and it will just blow over and it won't cause the mudslides and it won't cause all the torment that usually comes along with these storms, especially to the islands.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just one of the unfortunate side effects of global warming. And it's going to continue to get worse if we don't do something about our planet, because we're constantly destroying it. The summers are getting hotter, the winters are getting colder. It's just ridiculous. And the hotter it is, the worse the hurricane season is going to be. And I don't know how long these small countries, these islands, can take it, because we have it every year. So I mean, Puerto Rico is just trying to rebuild itself, and then a couple months later, it's time for hurricane season over again. So we gotta really do some soul searching on this earth and try to get some things together. Even with the tides, everything. You have glaciers that are melting. If these glaciers melt too much, Florida might be gone. A lot of islands, these places might disappear, and it can't happen.
You're absolutely
They're
right.
saying in the year 2050 that the Key West may not exist because of global warming and the effects. So, there's a lot going on.
2050 and it's 2021.
Yeah, 2050 is right around the corner, right? That's what it's looking like. So something else that's brewing is SoulCap. SoulCap, they put in a submission with the International Swimming Federation for the Olympics, and they were rejected due to them saying that the company's product would not be officially recognized because it does not follow the natural form of the head. What do you all have to say about that?
Well, I mean, and they rejected this last year. So it's a British company. And I thought, like, here we go again. Our hair is different. It's for ladies that have, volume, and our hair is thick. Everybody's hair is not slicked down. They can go to their head. So I thought it was disappointing that they rejected it, but they rejected it last year. And now they're saying it just doesn't work. It's not what you call it, aerodynamic with the swimmers, but everybody's hair is not thin. And I think this is a larger problem at hand, and y'all know I'm the black girl up here. So I think we all remember back in the day when black kids couldn't go swimming in certain pools, and so they were desegregated. But now I think it all comes back to that. I think people do things subconsciously that they don't realize that they're being racist. They don't realize that they're being judgmental or whatever it is. So I don't know why this company could not, because what if this young lady hair can't go down in a regular swim cap?
Well, I feel like what it is we excel at sports as black people.
And they don't want us to swim.
I think anything that's different or they think is different, they feel is going to give us an advantage. So anytime that they can find some little thing to kind of keep us back or to hinder us, they do that. Because this is a wonderful thing. Because think about how many times when we were younger, we didn't want to get our hair wet in the pool because we had relaxed. We had relaxed. Well, I will now. See, I don't. Now that I'm natural, I'll get in the pool.
For me, it was a Jerry curl. It wasn't a relaxer. You could not go into a pool with a Jerry curl, honey, because it would not.
See, that was before my time.
Just start with me just saying.
What they're trying to say is the regular caps that they make for the other races are slim. It's to the head, and the hair can be slicked down. Our hair has density, so you can't just slick it down. So it does create that poof. But I think what this says is, you said it best, it shows us that diversity and inclusion is just not there yet, and they're not up to that. You have people with locks. They're not going to cut their hair. It's a part of their religion. inclusion is a part. That's like telling someone, hey, you can't swim, but you're going to have to cut off your little finger first.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. You got to diversify. So I love the fact that it was a black woman that created this. And her name is Toxa Med. And you know what? Keep going, girl. Keep fighting because this has to change. Inclusion is necessary, not just in the Olympics, but across the board.
Well,
so
I don't think it's
this started.
I don't think it's just for black people. It was designed by a black woman, but I think it's for people that have a lot of volume.
Ethnic groups.
Ethnic
very
groups.
long curly hair.
Exactly.
Who has just long hair.
Or someone that has dreadlocks, you know?
Yeah. But I hope it doesn't deter young black girls from wanting to swim and learning how to swim and get up there and win, girl, because y'all know that's what we do. We just win.
Yeah,
but I like the swim cap. I need to order that for myself.
Well, it's clear that the Olympics has a lot of diversity issues, and they have quite a bit of controversy surrounding a variety of topics, including Miss Sha'Carri Richardson. Now, we have been unapologetically supportive of this young lady because she is, you know, she knows who she is, and she is one of the greatest, and she's doing an amazing job as a representative in terms of her athletic ability. However, over the weekend, she was suspended for testing positive for a drug that is found in marijuana, or a component that is found in marijuana. And so there has been a lot of controversy over this over the weekend. So ladies, take it away.
Well, I'm going to say this. I'm going to start this off. I'm going to say this. I was definitely team Sha'Carri until I saw the tweets and stuff that she was putting out about Lil Nas X and men that wear pink. It was disgusting.
Oh, you did some research. I didn't see that.
So tell us a little bit more about that.
I didn't see
that.
So she said, if you support Lil Nas X, unfollow me, this and the other, and if you're a man and you wear pink, you know, she said some things I can't even say on television on the tweet. And so that made me say, you know, is this somebody I want to support? You know, what's wrong with Lil Nas X? You know, I don't understand it.
Girl, he be doing the most.
It's a lot of celebrities that do the most. You know, even from with the kid, even from with him kissing the guy and everything. Madonna and Britney Spears did it too. You know, so
they did.
Yeah. But my thing with her is, like the president said, the rules are the rules.
Yeah.
And I do understand that she may have had some PTSD with losing her mother and everything like that. However, you have a responsibility when you're trying to represent this country in the Olympics, and you know better. You use this knowing that this went against the rules and regulations of your sport. And I really feel, from my observation, I feel like she has a very bad attitude. She has that zillennial attitude. I noticed that a lot of zillennials, they have really bad attitudes, and you cannot tell them anything.
Wow.
And that's how she comes across to me. And when you're put in a position like this, where when you're being called one of the greatest athletes already, you know, you have different companies that are going to be looking to endorse you. They don't want to endorse somebody that don't know how to get on social media and properly talk and don't know what to say. Like she really comes off like the angry black girl. She comes off like that.
So you
sometimes.
think she's arrogant? You think she's
very
prideful?
arrogant. She needs to humble herself. She needs to get some new lashes because they're too big.
Breeding.
Well,
maybe that's
she needs to pipe down and let her talent speak for herself and not her mouth.
I only have one thing to say.
Maybe.
I'm going to only say one thing really quick. So, marijuana is not a drug. So listen to me, America. Listen to me. As Cat Williams says, if you happen to light it on fire, something's going to happen. Listen. It is not a drug. A drug is something that you mix. It's synthetic. It is a plant. We get it as little kids. We drink it. It's on our skin. It's for all kinds of things. Now, I understand there's rules and regulations, but the same people that go ahead and make those rules and regulations also make the stipulations to say in a 2011 medical journal that weed was found to make you perform poorly. So ask me how that's an enhancer to make her run faster. It doesn't make sense. It's counterintuitive.
Is that what they were saying? I thought she just failed a drug test.
Well, it's a part
because it doesn't have anything to do with performance, so to speak. And that's what a lot of celebrities are arguing is that because it's not performance enhancing, then it should not be against her, or she should still be able to run her race regardless and should not be suspended.
Well, I think she should follow the rules. I mean, she knew what she was doing, but I'm like Mellow Ball. If it ain't crack, let her run. That's the way I see it, and this could be something that's going to humble her. You know, she probably has some things going on spiritually or whatever, emotionally and mentally that we don't know. And I'm quite sure this is not the first time the young lady smoked weed. So maybe that's why she thought that she can get away with it. So let's not be naive on that. But, you know, hopefully this is a humbling thing that she can take back. Because she did tweet that she really helped. She had a black and a brown heart. So she's saying that, you know, the black and brown people that are supporting me. And I think we all are supporting her because she is a star. But we do want her to be healed as well while she goes to that stardom.
Yeah, but at the same time, I've seen some of the most talented people have bad attitudes.
Oh
and it hinders them.
And
when you get on national television and you tell everybody, I'm that girl, you have to stand up to that and hold up to being that girl. Because they're going to come after you. When you tell everybody, oh, I'm that girl.
She is that girl.
But they sitting
that
girl down right now.
No, okay.
Maybe if she was a little more humble, maybe the outcome would have been a little different.
But she is that girl. She's 20-something years old, and she's the fastest girl in the world.
It's a lot of people that's that girl. It's another little
You don't
girl.
think you that girl?
It's another, but I'm humble about it.
You are.
I ain't got to be saying, oh, I'm that girl, because I know I know that people are gonna be waiting on my downfall.
Oh yeah.
When you're boastful.
They're gonna wait for that even if you don't say you that girl. People still wait on your downfall. You can be humble. People probably don't want you to succeed right now. People probably don't even like seeing you on the TV right now.
But you really put a target on yourself when you boastful like she is.
You have to stay humble.
She needs to pipe down and humble herself.
Are vocal.
Most
if you look at
let your talent speak for itself.
They are arrogant, but the arrogance
or smoke
works
your weed
for
and you be
them.
like,
yeah, the arrogance works on their behalf in their particular sport.
She need to get into boxing.
And more than anything, I think that she just needs a good mentor.
She want to be Muhammad Ali and stuff.
Girl. Well, AOC says the IOC needs to rethink their rules and regulations, stating that it is a racist policy because it does potentially hinder black and brown athletes. So with that in mind, we will be right back with a little bit of Style Check. Fashion is the armor to survive the realities of everyday life. And to give us a little bit of pandemic fashion news, we have KATRINA Lee Jones.
Oh, she said my whole name. I think they like saying that
around
here
every day.
We like your whole name.
Everybody say my whole name around here, which is okay. It's okay. Because I feel like y'all are family. My family call me by my whole name as well. But we're just going to go ahead and get in a little quick fashion news. So, is fast fashion really a risk of the pandemic? You know, H&M has some really good sales right now. I mean, they declined last year 2 years ago, because of all this racial stuff that they were doing with the little black boy. And then they did some other things that were racially insensitive. But personally, I don't think that the pandemic is going to really hurt fast fashion that much. It's just my personal opinion, because people seem like, to me, every time I go to the mall, it's busy. And people wanted to get out and shop and spend some of that money that they didn't spend last year. So I don't think it's going to really affect that much. I don't know if you have
There is a pent-up demand, but what is fast fashion? Is it like fast food?
Yes, it is. It is like fast food, just like H&M, Fashion Nova. You see how you'll see a designer come with something on the runway, and then you go to sleep and wake up, you getting a text or email to say that, oh, we have what, you know, if it's Kim Kardashian, Rihanna, whomever it is, what they were wearing. But I think what's going to happen is the millennials are being a little bit more conscious about what they're purchasing. So they like their little fast fashion, little quick things. But I think they do. But I think some of them are being a little bit more conscious about what they're purchasing. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think so, because my daughter don't purchase.
I think, you always say it, cheap buys twice. There's so many stores that have been opened up during the pandemic online. It's nonstop for everything. So I think it's going to hurt it to a certain extent. Now, it will take away being able to go into a store and try on the clothes, but they popped up overnight, competing one after the other. So I think there's an element of Yeah, it's gonna hurt it a little bit.
Really?
I don't think so.
For me,
think so.
me thinking about it, if it's fast fashion, being that we've been locked down for a year, you know, people are excited again about being able to go out, and if they see people on the runway, because we're just being able to see people on the
runway
the red carpets and things, and again to get inspired. So I think it's going to actually maybe boost it because people are going to be excited. Hey, let me buy this so I can go to this event and that event. So I think it's probably going to
I think
help
so.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, because H&M
hope
had a
so.
profit of $3.42 billion from last year. But you know what? I would say buy what you want, but please be conscious because I'm a girl of quality instead of quantity. So just wait, girl, and buy that shirt that you've been holding on for instead of buying $10 shirts because they're all gonna dismantle when you wash them anyway, girlfriend. So just stop it. And the fellas too. You know, y'all be a little fashion for it. But that's all we have for that. We're gonna move on to some trends. So our first one, you know, this little kirigami bag, it just looked like an envelope to me. I don't know. What y'all think about it? Little starfish.
It's very cute. Very cute. Very cute. Very cute.
I would wear this.
Yes, me too. It's very
What
cute.
you gonna put in it?
Girl, all you need
Girl,
is you need your ID, you need your debit or credit card, you need a little bit of cash, you need a lipstick, and that's it. It's
Girl,
time
we
to
can
go.
make this bag ourselves because that look like a scrunchie.
Yeah.
You know,
Girl, if you can
I'm
make it, let's go in the business.
I'm just saying, you know that little part, that little thing they got there from Home Depot,
If
Lowe's,
you
somewhere.
ready, let's do it. I'll
We need
be a
this.
silent partner.
But that's what it's
18th
all
century.
about.
I wouldn't want you because you ain't gonna stay
Nah.
silent.
This look 18th century,
Whatever.
like
Oh,
it
it's
should
so
come
cute.
with a whip and a chain and something like.
Well,
no,
at
that
least
looks scary.
you could rappel down
Yeah.
something. I mean, that is one of those rappel cords.
I need to have more than
Those
lipstick
latches.
and a lipstick
So-
and a mint in my handbag.
But
I
that's
need
all you
more.
need. What else do you need?
When you got
like
going
my
out to
mom
be cute.
carries the weight of the world
out to
on
be
her
cute.
I need my
purse.
phone.
You don't need all that
keys.
stuff.
Yeah, where you gonna put your
that
keys?
stuff.
All
You
that
need one
stuff.
key.
You
need your car key.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
should.
God. Your
and
house key.
Your
That's
key
it.
should be like a little something like that. You know, a little fob or like.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're gonna move on. You know, we know Prada's making. I don't like it, but Prada's making a comeback, and they are making a comeback that they needed to make 2 years ago.
Okay.
So they want to appeal to these millennials. They better, cause y'all the one that's spending the money.
That's cute.
So look at here, rhinestone mesh set.
I mean,
I don't know what you're gonna put on. You can do that at the show, Giselle. You can wear that at the show.
my thing is this though. I just look at it like this. Being that I am an entertainer.
yeah.
This stuff right here is so easy to make. Literally, this is easy to make. And then you have designers like Prada put their label on it, and then now it's a
big
$2,000 purse, and they got these products from
Well, that's gonna cost you
more.
more than $2,000, Giselle.
But
Yeah,
look
but
at
I
the material, though.
Yeah, China.
Down the street around the corner,
Yeah,
it's so much
China,
video.
and
Wow.
they just put Prada on it, and
Yeah.
then it becomes so expensive.
Thousands.
So if you are someone that is innovative, you know, or creative,
I'm not gonna let y'all
this
talk-
like
I'm
yourself.
not
But
gonna
that's
let y'all
somebody.
talk about the
That's
house
somebody
like that.
just wearing it for the label. Then.
Yeah,
That's it. That's
if
it.
I had the money
Yeah.
like that, I would buy it just because it's Prada.
Yeah.
But we're
Just
going to
because.
give Prada the benefit of the doubt that they're not going to China
Oh, child,
and
please.
making
They
their
are.
rhinestones. We're just
Girl,
going to
them
give the
shoes come
house a
from
little bit
China.
more credit.
They're making it in
They come
Italy.
from
We're going to give the house a little bit more credit
It's
than
better if
that.
they make
It-
something cheap in Italy versus making it
It
cheap in
comes from
China.
China. That
No,
rhinestone,
Giselle.
listen, I'm telling you, that
She probably
rhinestone
right.
mesh and stuff, you can buy it by the yard.
And it's
telling you.
cheaper.
I'm telling you, you can
Yeah.
buy that. I'm telling you, I have it.
Yeah.
You can buy that rhinestone mesh by the yard. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, they take it and they make it, and
Girl,
they put
I
their
got-
label
All right,
on
then
it.
their
label on
We're
it.
moving on from that. Let's go out to the cutout swimsuit and wraps because these girls right here just tripping today.
You mad because I know the secrets to Prada.
No, I'm not. They'll be talking about. You know, I love Prada.
Okay, I
Oh,
love
this
this.
is
super cute.
beautiful.
Oh, yeah,
I love
she is
this.
too.
She is sexy and fine.
Yes, she
honey.
is.
I do like this
yeah.
swimsuit, but I don't know if I would wear that. I got too much meat for that.
That's what the wrap is for.
No,
Girl, that's what the wrap. You
gorgeous.
wrap that meat up, honey.
That wrap is
That
not
is
going to even cover
gorgeous.
the back of my
I have
rump.
one similar, and I wore it with no wrap.
I ain't.
That's
Ooh.
gorgeous.
Ooh, you wore with
Honey,
no
she's
wrap.
Jamaican,
No
honey. That's
wrap.
what they do in Jamaica,
No
girl.
wrap.
Baby, you gotta
Hot
make sure that
gal.
thing don't slide to the side.
Hot gal.
comfortable.
I can't believe you wore that with no wrap and you
Yeah,
got
that-
like
you know
to say
what?
your bottom
I'm
around
gonna
here.
post it. I'm
Post.
gonna post it.
If
Post
that,
away,
if
girl.
I'm
that
living a
thing,
little.
If that thing slide to the side, everything got it.
You gotta tie it good. You gotta tie it good.
Okay, well, I want to see
Turn
that.
to the
No,
right.
you just showed me the picture because I can't believe that she did that and she don't even like to wear her bottom right here.
Exactly.
Anyway, we're gonna
She
move real
looks
quick.
fabulous though.
She looks great. We're gonna move quick to
That's
rate the
gorgeous.
look. We just want to add this in today because Sweetie is looking good. In her, what is this? Her baps. Go ahead and rate it real quick. That's what she's doing.
Okay.
She got her little baps going on right now. She was at a little Freaknik birthday look.
I saw her. She was dancing and stuff. All on this boy.
She was. She can do that. She young.
She was dancing all on this boy.
And she got roller dollar bills in her hair.
So it was
that's
a theme,
what gave
so
her
it was
the
a extra
themed
point
party.
for me.
It was a themed
No,
party.
I think Baps is the thing. We talked about it while you were gone. I thought you watched the show.
Yeah,
I
it
did,
was a
but
Freaknik
I
theme
was
party.
in and out. I was on narcotics.
Well, we're
good
not going to
narcotics.
suspend you for being on your
Legal narcotics.
But yeah, it was
Well,
a Freaknik theme, and I say
Yeah.
9 because 9's my favorite number, and she's one of my favorite rappers and one of my favorite artists. I like her a
I
lot.
say 7. She say 8.
I
She
love
say
the
9.
bag, love the outfit. She looks
I
good.
love the rollers. The rollers is what did it
It's
for me.
bad. I ain't gonna lie, yeah,
I
it's-
love
it's-
them.
it's-
I love it. It's
I
so
can't believe
her.
Miss America said that.
Absolutely.
I don't like the rollers.
We all got
Y'all
a little
don't put me in
outfit.
this Miss America box. Y'all don't cut
I
that
about
out
to say,
today.
we all got a
okay?
little hood in us.
Y'all cut that out today. Yeah. I'm from the South, and we like things like that.
Yes.
Girls from the South.
It is.
do
I'm
things
from the
like
South,
that.
too, but we
And
gotta
I'm all
go.
about a costume, honey.
It's
All right.
very,
We gotta go, but I'm not
ghetto
gonna put her in the
fabulous, but
box.
it's cute.
You know, I'm not putting her in the box. So we all got a little hood and ratchetness in us, even the best of us.
It's a
So
little
we will
ghetto.
be right
It's a little
back.
ghetto
Oh,
fabulous.
It is. We'll be right back.
We're back to feed your mind, body, and soul, and we want to keep that same energy as it relates to not just our facial beauty, but also the beauty down below. Ladies, let's talk a little bit about vagina beauty. Shall
Well,
we?
It is the real
well,
beauty.
if you're someone that is an extremist like me, if you don't have a pretty vagina, go get a labiaplasty.
Well, all right.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. And you'll have a pretty piece.
This girl.
A pretty pea.
Oh my gosh.
We Leos. Go get it fixed. Because vaginas come in all different shapes, sizes, and looks. You have some long, this wrinkly, that.
You ain't lying, child.
And
make sure it's together.
there are options out there to have a better appearing vagina. It may be more. You have some women that had fun in their life before they settled down. And it's a little wild down there.
I can't. The mileage.
Okay.
Go get that thing back tight and right, all right?
Just in case it's drooping or sideways, there's stuff
Come on now.
there's stuff that you can do.
Give us a Jamaican remedy.
Okay, yeah.
Girl, don't be sticking no rosemary up nowhere.
Let it come in,
Here we go.
ladies.
And I know y'all got
Come
some
in.
over there. Y'all got all kind of
Oh,
potions
yeah.
and lotions
Yes,
to put down.
honey. So I love the title of this article because vaginal health is important. Everybody is so focused on what they see, but not what's going on internally. So in Jamaica, of course, we use a lot of natural remedies. We don't use perfumes. We don't use lotions. We don't even douche because that takes out the lining of your wall and separates it. So that's not good either. So natural. If you want to just keep it naturally and holistic, for instance, if you have a yeast infection, you use plain yogurt. That's it.
I remember you saying that.
Yes,
yeah,
and it
yogurt.
has
What you do with that
antibacterial in
yogurt?
it. You actually put it in
insert
the
it?
same way that
Not
you
a
would
flavored
anything
one.
else.
Not a
Plain.
Yes, young
Plain
people.
flavor.
Young
Just
people, old
sugar
people.
free.
Do not do no strawberries.
Just plain. You can also do the same with coconut oil. Coconut oil has properties that actually help from getting yeast infections. So yogurt,
Insert that
if you
too?
have it, you
Or
can
you just
use
rub it around?
You can rub it around and a little insertion, but it's usually for the outside. So it cools the skin too. So like if you go to the shower or you go to the beach and when the sand rubs against you and you start to chafe, it'll cool it down. So there's a lot of different things you can do for health. It's not just about what's outside, but what you eat too makes a difference with vaginal health. So you don't want to be stinking, nasty, or dirty.
Or eating too much turmeric.
No, not That has a really bad
too
odor.
much
And
of a good thing
so
can be
does
too
garlic.
much.
Garlic in women comes out really rancid smell. So we want to take care of it.
And you know what else I do when I think about the how it was phrased, take care of your vagina the same way you take care of your face.
Yeah.
We get pimples and things on our face, and that's another reason too with your vagina. When you look at it, you need
to inspect it.
Exactly.
You're supposed to know
because
it.
this goes, this bleeds over into, STDs and things.
Yeah.
If you may have some bumps down there or lesions down there, you need to go and check because those things can turn into cancers. You can because a lot of times when you have sexual partners, then these men are entering your bodies and things, and they may have things that they're bringing to you, and they're going inside of your womb, and these things are sitting there because it's a lot of times it doesn't, like you said, some people don't douche, so these things are sitting up there and they're festering, and they can turn into cervical cancer and vaginal, so
you're right.
We really need to pay attention to things like that. So take care of your vagina like you take care of your face.
Well, the company behind us is Honey Pot. It was started by a Black woman too, and it's in Target everywhere. So you make sure, because I think Kai and I went shopping. She was like, "Girl, I got to go get my stuff from Honey Pot." So it's in Target. She has a full line, and there's some good creams out there too. I like one. I can't remember the name of it, but they're not endorsing us. But Honey Pot's there. But anyway, it's a cream. I'm telling you, it's magical.
So used for outside?
Outside, because people you think about the inside, but people don't think about the outside of their vagina. It's just like lotion, and it helps with the pH balance. And it was created, Condition Her. That's what it's called. It was created by Black women too. I said, well, how they know? And I'm telling you, it is fantastic. You should try it, honey. I rub that cream every day after I get out of the shower, and it's good. And it's unscented.
Okay.
So
I
it's
was gonna say,
unscented.
are you a pineapple?
No. It's unscented. And I was like, well, how is this really going to work? Because it helps with your pH balance outside. Because sometimes you have a discharge, or sometimes when you out and you're sweating and things like that. Girl, this cream is magic. And I said, because I wear my Spanx throughout the summer because I don't like to sweat down under. I don't. It don't smell good.
And I don't think
people always want to try to pretend.
But as much water as you be drinking or pretend to be drinking,
I'll pretend I do my
fermented
best.
water.
The fermented water.
But all women have a scent. Now, I'm not talking about the fish.
No, we all do.
But we all have a scent. So just like you said, you got to know your body. I think I had the best GYN, and she changed my life. It was years ago. She handed me a mirror, and she said, "Look." And I thought it was the most disgusting thing. But when I did that, it did explain certain things. It did explain. A lot of girls don't know how to clean.
Yeah.
It sounds so simple. A lot of young girls don't know how to clean. They go in the bathroom, they wash, and that's it. You know what I mean?
A lot of people don't.
Smell like
because they haven't been taught.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? So there's a lot. So vaginal health is important. And I think you said it best one time. It should be taught in the school system.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
How about your parents teach you at home how to wash your vagina?
Well, there's a lot of,
if the
you have
parents
some
aren't,
don't
then
have it.
usually church used to kind of take the burden of some of those lessons, and people don't go to church like they used to. So a lot of folks aren't getting the extracurricular information that they would possibly get in a home economics or a life skills class at school.
Yeah.
They're not getting it from anywhere else. And if people aren't volunteering in their community to help young women to figure out how to balance life out and how to be a little bit more ladylike and to pay attention to those hygiene issues, then they're not going to get it. I want to give some credit to B. Dixon. That is the creator of the Honey Pot. And congratulations to her, because this full line is in Target. It's in a variety of stores. I see it all over the place, and it's just really, literally refreshing to see that there is a woman who paid attention to her own needs and provided something for other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And don't forget, you can go to the spa now. They have spas where you can steam your vajayjay too.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, you can do a yoni steam, and I mean, we're not medical
I
experts.
haven't tried
so
that yet.
you know,
Maybe I want to.
I tried one.
How about
I've done it before.
how about
It didn't
even-
really do anything different.
How about something simple as even? Oh God! You know, how about something simple like let it air out. Take off your underwear at night. Get some air going. Get some circulation. Stop strangling yourself. You know what I mean?
Because the cotton
So-
definitely is only there for a little while. You're not supposed to have the cotton there all day long.
No.
So be careful what you're doing with your But JJ, ladies, make sure that you're taking very good care of it, just as you would the things that we can see. You need to take care of the things that we can't see as well. We'll be back in just a moment with Girlfriend's Guide. We're back with Girlfriend's Guide, and we want to know a little bit of up close and personal info about your household. If you take care of the house, is it that the man should protect, provide, and pay? Should the man be responsible for paying all of the bills? Ebony K. Williams of the Real Housewives of New York, she's a new addition, and she's the first Black cast member. She says, yes, absolutely. If I'm making sure that this house is well and put in order, then the man should pay all the bills. Ladies, what do you have to say about that?
Why you looking at me? I feel like yeah, if it's 1950, you know, then yeah, you know, if that then that should be the case. But or if you're married to someone of some type of wealth or someone that makes a certain amount of money and you're afforded to live that type of lifestyle, then yes, if he can protect, provide, and pay, and all of that, PPP.
Come on, PPP.
You know, if he's able to do that, and you want to sit home and do that, and because it is a job, being a mom is a real. That is probably the hardest job, and the biggest sacrifice. However, you have women that have drive and ambition and degrees and careers that they want to, you know, put into action besides just sitting at home. So it just depends on the type of woman you are. If that's the role you want to take on, then take that on. But me personally, I think that's what she's saying.
I know. I don't think she said that she would stay at home though. I think she just said that she create this for him or create this lifestyle for him at home, then he should be able to pay all the bills. But I don't think she said that she was a stay-at-home or anything like that.
But it seems that way. I mean, if he's
she don't stay at home.
No,
but if he's paying it, so I guess she's saying, okay, well, you pay everything. I'm gonna make sure and then I work and I just keep whatever. Okay, well.
I think in this one, what she was saying was he pays the mortgage, he pays the bills. Once he does that, I'm still contributing to the household, but I'm contributing to it in a different way too.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, 1950s. Even though for my husband, he does take care of the mortgage and all the bills, but I take care of everything else. I don't have a problem with that. I know for me and my culture, I was brought up where the man does it, period. And and this is, like I said, I'm speaking for me now. I think it's important that we don't emasculate a man. There's a lot of men that women make more, but they emasculate them in the process. A man has to feel like a man. He has to feel like he is head of household. He is providing those bills, because if I can do it myself, then why are we married? I'm marrying for love, but yes, we're not roommates. When you become one in a marriage, it ain't no 50-50. It's 100-100. There is no 50-50. You know what I mean? You're the provider, but in return for him, you're taking care of all those needs too. And I think a woman needs to continue to be a woman nowadays instead of the surrender. Like, no, you need to take care of your man.
But you know, when I say like the 1950s, like it's just like I think women should just have some type of their own. Because guess what? What if that husband, if we're going to speak of the 50s, if that husband go off to war and he die,
but that's stay at
home. And then you left with not knowing what to do and how to take care of. You know, that's why everybody, both people should have something going on to wherein if he fall and break something and he can't take care of the household no more, then you can, because that's the bond of a marriage, you know, to death do you part, sickness and in health. He may not always be in the health where he can protect, provide, and pay.
No, I agree with you.
So we need to make sure that you got your stuff together too.
And that's what I think she was. That's what I think she was saying. I mean, she has a whole show. I mean, I think she's been divorced. And I don't have a problem with, you know, what she said for me personally. And I wasn't born in the 50s. You know, I think that.
You were a little shy of 50s. I'm just kidding.
I cannot with her, but listen here, honey. I'm a good-looking whatever age I am.
Somebody. You look good for 70.
Yes, honey. Let the people know. Let the people know.
And when this new husband come along, he's gonna pay.
He got something on his
hands. He already there. He already there.
He watching everything, but his life will be wonderful. And I don't see anything wrong with what she said. You know, a woman's supposed to make sure her home is a peaceful
Yeah.
place. We talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't see that, and a man is not gonna have a problem paying everything. Like, child, y'all don't even know what I get at home. What you need, baby? You need me to pay? Oh, child, just pay everything. Here go the money. We got it.
That's
I don't. No problem.
And
But if your husband needs help, you're supposed to do that as well.
You're supposed to be there,
So
yeah.
I'm
But
just saying
I've always spoke to my brothers, and I think
Right.
what
Got
I
no
found
problem.
interesting is them saying
None.
a man always wants to feel like he's needed and wanted. So even if we're able to do so much more, he still has that need to feel like a provider. Now, I agree. If you're sitting home and he's just doing everything, and something happens, you're lost, then that's a whole nother situation.
fault.
That's her fault.
Yeah, and I
but
don't
if
think
we're
that's what she was
both
saying.
No, I don't think.
no,
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying.
so either. But if we're both building towards something together, the road is together. Period. But yes, I think he should be paying those bills.
So the one thing that she did say is that she feels that the role should be traditional. She's a traditionalist, even more so than people would expect, because she doesn't seem to be that type.
Right.
She has been married before. She's looking forward to being married again, but she's saying that if I can create a well-curated home for you, everything is in its place, then I expect for you to take care of your part and make sure that I can continue to
Yeah.
work in that role and
yeah.
to establish the atmosphere of the home. And so with that in mind, I agree. I think that it's important for a man to be wanted and needed. And I think that it's very smart to allow a man to be the head of household in that regard and allow him to take responsibility for the things that are happening on an executive level of the home. But the woman is always, in my opinion, the COO, the chief operating officer. She is the head of the head. Okay, so she makes sure that everything turns like it's supposed to.
Yeah, that's
and that
part.
means knowing how the bills are set up in his absence in any way, shape, or form. You need to know what's going on as well, so that you can manage your household if he, for whatever reason, may not be available.
Yeah, and he
But
was,
we live in different
That's what I
times
said.
now.
Yeah,
We living in a Tabitha Brown world now. Come on now.
but you know what? He wants that woman that when he brings
but
home
there's
that
nothing wrong with
$10, you're making it $100. Like, you have to. It's so much more than just that traditional role.
Yeah, but when
There's
I say
nothing wrong with that.
Tabitha Brown world, it's like it's depends on the circumstance. This is somebody that was able to retire her husband. You know, this is like so now she's the provider. Like you just don't know what situation you are in, so you have to base it off of your marriage and what y'all got going on, and then take it from there.
Yeah, there's
you know?
nothing wrong with that. I think that's a joyous occasion when you can retire your husband. And he's been in the fight for her for a long time.
Yeah.
Like she said, they were broke
Absolutely.
together.
I think it was absolutely
Together.
Yes, we've been in this
broke
thing
together.
together.
Yeah.
And she mentioned that there is a covenant between the two of them. They have an agreement,
Yes.
not an
Of course.
arrangement, but an agreement as to how their relationship will be going, and they choose to follow God. So
She
with
had a
that
part
in
too.
mind,
So
we
PPP
congratulate her and PPP that. Oh, we've had an awesome show for you today, and in the spirit of Kaya and the words of Mother Maya, people may forget how you make them feel, people may forget what you did, but people will never, ever forget how you make them feel. I got that all the way wrong. Can we try that one more time? I got it wrong.
That's all right. It was in the words of ERICKA DUNLAP.
Can't live, y'all people.
You just did some
Live
live
people, live
poetry.
television. We make challenges sometimes.
Make it do, honey.
We're going to do it one more time. Yes. In the spirit of Kaya and the words of Mother Maya, some people may forget what you said. People may forget how you...
Baby, just take the easy one. When people show you who they are, believe them.
I think she said that too. Let's do that.
She did say that.
And that's the best one.
In the spirit of Kaya and the words of Mother Maya, when people show you who they are, believe them. Y'all have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
It's calling you.